homies? McFlipper Pants all up in this hizzy, back at you again with yet more modded Mass Effect 3.
Well, they said that
What's it called? I am Mr. Mass Effect. Look at me. Ooh, look at me. I'm Mr. Mass Effect, and we're playing Mass Effect 3 with of all the mods, just all the mods you could possibly think of.
Welcome to the Citadel.
Look at how good Avina looks.
24. Note that due to recent events, official identification and weapons permits may be requested by CSAC personnel
For routine verification. What? I should be allowed to carry many weapons without what? My personal freedoms. You can't ask me to give identification.
Official Citadel representative.
Please go to the Citadel embassies.
For medical needs, the Presidium offers leading-edge care at the Huerta Memorial.
It is kind of insane how much better Mass Effect 3 looks between 2 and 3, considering how little time they had. It's pretty insane. You know, I'll be harsh on Mass Effect 3 like anybody else, but like at the same time, you know, you gotta, it's kind of like how I feel about the Star Wars prequels. It's like, I'll be hard on them as much as anyone, but at the same time, it's just like, look at what they are, and especially with the retrospective of going through the sequels and just how, like, I think like when it comes to that, I think the main reason why the sequels don't get as much defense as the prequels is because the prequels still ultimately feel like Star Wars at the end of the day. They share a very similar feeling because they come from the same person, essentially, compared to the sequels, which just don't for a lot of different reasons. But, what's it called? It doesn't change the fact that they're not that great, especially compared to the original trilogy. And with Mass Effect 3, it's just like, yeah, it was a perfect storm of EA and EA being a dick, the BioWare team feeling like kind of about like, oh, I don't really want to make more Mass Effect, I want to make more Dragon Age, and just like the turnaround time being absolutely fucking ridiculous.
Right? I saw it dock. It was last seen on Earth. Did Commander Shepard escape? He did, didn't he?
Oh boy.
He'd be here unless he's seeing the council.
Damn.
I can't talk about that.
You don't have to. Commander Shepard.
Yo, what's up? All right.
Commander.
Here's one of the most annoying things
Alliance News Network.
for me. It was this character,
And it hasn't exactly
Diana Allers.
audience. But that can change. I'm a military reporter with the show called Battle Space. We're covering just about
And of course, the very famous YouTube poop
me in bed.
calling it Battle Tits. Oy. So I hate that she's included in this game. I and many fans believe that it should have been Emily Wong if you're going to have a reporter that you can flirt and romance with on the Normandy. I feel a lot of us feel like it should be Emily Wong. Now, because in my Let's Play, these Let's Plays are ultimately to create footage for videos on the main channel. I am gonna bring her on. There is a mod that does replace her with Emily Wong, but I am not using it because it makes heavy use of AI voice acting, which I am not in favor of, and I do not like. I'm not like ultra zealot being like, oh, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't be allowed. You should be prosecuted. How dare you? It's like I understand the situation that you're in when making mods. It's like this in a game like this. It's so dialogue heavy. If you want to make a mod with a lot of dialogue and there's voice acting, you're kind of stuck because you can't afford to hire the actor You know, so you're kind of stuck using AI if you want to do that, or doing the lines yourself, which means you have to replace all of the lines that may or may not exist within the game. So I get it. I get why mods like the Emily Wong on the Normandy, Emily Wong Reporter mod, or the Hat Boy project, which is making Joker romanceable for female Shepherd. Spoiler alert, he's not romanceable in the vanilla game. I understand why they use AI and why that's really kind of their only viable option to make the mods that they're making. I just personally am against using it, and therefore will not personally support mods that use AI voice acting. What's it called? I don't mind necessarily AI upscaling, because AI upscaling is modifying art that currently exists and artists were already paid to make. So I don't mind AI upscaling too much. I do really mind generative AI voice acting and generative AI art. I think that it is. I personally cannot approve of it. I don't like it. I think it's immoral, and so I won't use it. I won't use it myself. Like I said, I'm not like so steadfast in my beliefs where I'm going to give people shit for it.
Good work, Dr. Freyla.
But especially since, mod makers don't make any money typically, so it's just like, okay, I get it.
Meet you back here.
Part of a massive organized invasion plan.
You got pretty banged up there, Williams. Had me worried. I just wanted to check in on you. See how you're doing.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
You hang in there, all right? I need you up and reporting for duty ASAP. You hear me, soldier?
I wonder if that's one of my mods. I don't remember her having animations in the original.
Okay, Ash. You take care.
In the release, I remember her just being still. I don't remember her moving her head like that. Maybe that's one of the mods I have. Maybe not. I don't know. I could be tripping.
I'll see you soon.
But like, oh man, a lot of people are extremely upset with her changes. And like I said in the previous video, I don't mind as much for like certain things, but there are certain things that I do mind. And like you can really see it in that. Like she went up, I think like 2 or 3 cup sizes. I'm sorry to harp on it. It's just so in your face. Like, look at that. And it's just like, man, I like I said, it doesn't like make me upset. It doesn't make me angry. It's more like I don't really care that much about it in terms of like her proportions. I do care a lot more that they made her skin tone lighter. I don't get why they did that. That was completely unnecessary. But you can really see that. Also, why is the Alliance shirt like exposing her midriff? That doesn't make any sense. That's an Alliance shirt she's wearing. That's like something that looks like something that would be worn underneath the armor. Why is it exposing her midriff? Or navel, not midriff, navel. Why is it? Why? That makes no sense. Why? Unless, now hear me out. Unless the cup size change is beyond just pointless character redesign, and it's canonical, and her boobs grew 3 sizes that day, and now none of her shirts fit. What was I saying? Oh my god, before I got distracted. Emily Wong should have been the reporter on the Normandy. She's a beloved character. People really like her, and we didn't get any interaction with her in Mass Effect 2, which pissed off a lot of people. Understandably, like she was a great character in she was a really memorable character in ME1. So like not having her essentially in ME2 was very frustrating. She should have been had a bigger role in Mass Effect 2, in my opinion, and she should have been the character in the reporter Mass Effect 3. Now, the reason why she wasn't is a combination of things. She had scheduling conflicts, I think, Or no, that's somebody else. No, she was fine. She was going to be part of the game, and then they're like, never mind, and then they killed her off in a tweet. Very like, just why? And then what's it called? And then Diana Allers is played by a person from IGN, I think, and they were. Her last name is Chabot or Chabot. I don't remember. The and like I have no problems with the actual like reporter or anything. I know that she may have been involved in something that made people angry. I don't care about that. She's just not that good of a voice actor, and the facial instead of hand modeling the face like they did with all of the other characters, they used like a facial scan software. And oh boy, it does not look good. And the thing is that she doesn't look like that in real life. So I don't know what went wrong. This is Unreal Engine 3, and the Unreal Engine version they were using was old even at the time that this game was released. It's because they needed it to be compatible with their animation software that they were using, and the more current versions of Unreal were not compatible. They had to use an older version of Unreal for this game. Oy.
Shepard, there you are.
Dr. Chakwas, you're here?
I'm working at an Alliance R&D lab down in Shelter Wards.
Nice.
Cooperating closely with Admiral Hackett. I heard you escaped Earth in the Normandy, and that someone was critically injured. I came as fast as I could.
We had a run-in with the Cerberus.
That's the kind of loyalty I really appreciate.
How's she doing?
Very well, all things considered. I'm impressed with Lieutenant Commander Williams' resilience, as well as Dr. Michel's expertise. I wish I could have been there to help on Mars.
What have you been up to?
Months, Doctor. How have you been?
Good. I've been fortunate. When they impounded Normandy, the Alliance didn't really know what to do with me. I was never officially part of Cerberus, and I'd gotten a proper leave of absence from my previous post.
So you hadn't technically done anything wrong by joining me to defeat the Collectors?
Yeah.
Yes, though I suppose if you were judged to be a war criminal, I would have been tried as an accessory.
Probably. You belong on the Normandy, Dr. Chocolates.
Normandy's medbay, not some lab.
I couldn't agree more. You say the word, and I'm with you.
The Normandy wouldn't be the same without you, Doctor. Get your things. Docking Bay D-24.
I will never not bring Dr. Chocolates back onto the Normandy. She belongs on the Normandy. You can bring Dr. Michelle. I have never seen what happens when you bring Dr. Michelle. If you remember, Dr. Michelle was in the first game. You save her from the Mercs and Armiston Baines. Oh, did she disappear? I thought you could talk to her afterward. Oh well, who cares? Not me. Or no, is she over here? Oh yeah, okay, good. Dr. Michelle, we save her from the gang members and the Armiston Baines. And she has a massive crush on Garrus. She wants to hop on that scaly cock. Fist, that's right.
In the Presidium Clinic, you gave me this chance.
You're welcome.
I assume you're here about Lieutenant Commander Williams?
Is she okay?
How's Ashley doing?
The head trauma was severe, but we reduced...
I wonder why.
These types of injury can go either way. She hasn't regained consciousness yet, but her vitals are strong, so I'm optimistic. You can go see her if you like.
I already did. How are the refugees?
A lot of injured people homeless. Can the Citadel clinics care?
Yeah, I've never seen her on the Normandy. And I likely never will unless I watch it on YouTube. I do intend to play through the Legendary Edition on this channel with additional mods, but with that one, I think I'm doing an Insanity run, so I have to be careful about which mods that I want to use. I don't necessarily want to affect the difficulty too much, because the entire point will be for the increased difficulty on Insanity. But at the same time, there's certain gameplay issues that I have with vanilla Mass Effect 2 and 3. So I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see.
With a center of this size, you must have a lot of direct reports.
We've got 12 full-time doctors and over 50 support staff.
Very good, Michelle.
Quite different from my.
One of my favorite things about her encounter, which I alluded to before, is that Mark Meir, the voice actor for Monsieur Senior Shepherd Bro Shep, plays one of the gangsters that is attacking her, and he does an affectation to his voice where he sounds slightly different, but you can tell that it's the same voice actor. It's pretty funny. I'd be like, hey, stop, you gangster. I'm gonna kill you. You know, it was that. It's my favorite thing. All right, so we went to the Presidium to check on my crew. Now we gotta go do the important shit. Gotta go to the embassies full of embasholes. Zippity doo dah, zippity a. My oh my, what a wonderful day.
That the Vol Protectorate wishes to assist with the Alliance project.
Okay.
We had a Prothean obelisk that might have helped.
All right. So here's an important thing that this game does that the other game doesn't.
Empire and the Human Alliance.
Ambient dialogue will unlock side quests, so it's important in these hub areas, or this hub area specifically, the Citadel, to walk around and listen to shit, so that I can get side quests, and that was super important in vanilla because it was one of the only ways that you could actually get the good ending, to get enough war assets to get the good ending in the original, is to listen to all the ambient dialogue so you can get all the side quests and then do all the side quests.
We spoke about this already. I told you about his mission and...
Nonsense. I just filled out the paperwork. He's very punctual when he's on the field. He checks in every week. Only he hasn't checked in for a while now.
I'm not sure if you can tell, but that's an added character model. I can't remember. Honestly, it's been so long since I've played vanilla Mass Effect, and a lot of my mods add so much extra content that I lose track of what's new and what's not. So, like, this is clearly an added model, but I have no idea if this conversation is from the original game or if it was one of the like many things that was cut out of the release because they didn't have time to finish it. So it's entirely possible that that's just a model swap, or that's like an entirely new conversation compared to vanilla. Another thing, like if you see this is a female Turian. What's up, baby? How you want me to get in on that cloaca? I don't know if the female Turians have cloacas. There were no female Turians at first. I don't know if they added... So the first female Turian you see is from the Omega DLC. I can't remember if they added female Turians to the hubs, if you get the Omega DLC, or if this is one of my mods. It's very likely one of my mods as well, because a lot of the mods that I'm specifically enjoy increases the variety of NPCs in the Citadel. Like, I think like 3 of the mods that I have do that to some extent. Like, because like this is supposed to be the New York City of the galaxy, where it's a hub of like everyone.
Conspiracy here, Ms. Al-Jalani. The Council's simply not granting interviews at this time.
Damn.
My viewers are going to know that CSEC and the Council are denying them access.
Listen, lady, you think I like playing gatekeeper between the paparazzi and the politicians? I don't have time to babysit them, and I'm not here to hold your hand.
Oh, damn.
I'm camping out until I'm granted an audience.
Fine. You brought a sleeping bag.
Commander Shepard? Commander, humanity has questions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn press.
See, you're keeping the peace.
Yeah, I feel like a glorified doorman.
Most people would see it as a move up.
Yeah.
Wedged in here with all the stuffed shirts. I'd rather be back down on the streets.
You'd rather be back on your beat, because you're a beat cop. As in, you beat people.
If you didn't want to be up, why'd you...
Remember, he's a big fan of...
You would, but I gotta live here. I know.
Modified interrogation techniques when it comes down to it.
Promotion like some other officers. I'm not even sure why he picked me. I never know with politicians. I hate political BS.
Yeah.
Politicians are the weeds of the galaxy.
Yeah.
If that was a bumper sticker, I'd stick it right here on my desk. It's killing me about Earth.
Yep.
You and me both.
Yep.
I haven't been back in years. Now I may never.
I think a healthy skepticism of politicians is always good. I don't think it's a good idea to necessarily be like just hateful of politicians just because they're politicians necessarily, but an active skepticism and a mild dislike of politicians in general, I think, is a healthy thing to have. So I'm always going to pick the ultra libertarian, fuck the politicians answers as Commander Shepard. I said that one of the mods keeps Bailey old because in the vanilla one they make him like look 20 years younger compared to what he looked in Mass Effect 2. I'm not sure which one keeps him gets him old again, and then the other mod changes his uniform so that it doesn't look exactly like the Alliance uniforms anymore, because before in the original release the CSEC uniforms looked exactly like the Alliance uniforms, which made no fucking sense. Again, probably just due to the time crunch. Like the entirety. So typically with video games, you work at a normal pace for most of it, and then the last like maybe 6 months you crunch where you're working really fucking hard. The entire development of Mass Effect 3 was crunch because of how little time they had. It was absolutely ridiculous and completely unethical on EA's part to enforce such a strict deadline, in my opinion.